In this WordPress tutorial, we will be installing a beautiful blog theme that is enabled with full site editing. The new WordPress 5.9 has themes that can do full site editing. So what you get is an editor, and you can edit all of the elements of your blog from the templates. You see, with this theme, you get a ton of different templates to adjust and to work to customize. You can also install 3 different templates with this theme. So if you look at the developer here, DEO themes, there's a main, a minimal, and a creative. I'm going to be installing the creative one. And so when you click on what your blog post will look like, it's very well laid out. They pay attention to all of the design. Good open spaces too on this. So that's one of the things that you'll notice is that they have a real eye for how to make, how to lay these things out. So we'll trust the experts on this one and take advantage of the fact that this is a free theme with 3 different versions. So keep in mind, if along with this tutorial, you can install a different theme. This one is in the WordPress repository. It's called Ona. If you want to search for it right now, I'll just give you that little nugget right off the bat. But in this tutorial, we are going to be going through all of the steps. I try and keep it as short as possible, but still be able to launch your site from beginning to end. So the steps of this tutorial are to get hosting, to install SSL, which is the lock in the address bar, to install the theme and the plugins, and to customize the site. If you already have hosting and you already have SSL, you could skip to step 3. If you check the video description, there'll be timestamps for all of the different steps. So to get started, the first thing we need to do is get hosting, and I'll share a little bit about the host that I use, which is SiteGround. I view it as the Goldilocks of hosting in that it's not too cheap and it's not too expensive, and it's not like you're completely on your own, and it's not like you have no control and it's overly hosted by people that don't let you adjust the settings. So that's why I use SiteGround. It also has free backups, free email, chat support is great. There's a video of that in the video description. And it's also one of the 3 hosts recommended by WordPress.org. And if you found this tutorial helpful at all and you want to tip me, you can use the link in the video description. That's one of the ways you can support my channel and not pay any extra. You pay the same amount, and it also enables me to make these free resources. So the first step to get hosting, I will switch over to an incognito window and go to siteground.com. If you want to use the link in the video description, it's there. And when you get to SiteGround, you can just choose this WordPress hosting, view plans. And then we have 3 options. If you're just doing one blog, you could start with this and always upgrade. And if you're doing multiple blogs, you could do this one here. I'll choose this one. Now I'm just going to add like a fake domain just to get past the screen. And then here you would enter your email and password for your SiteGround account. And then you fill this out, and we'll scroll down to see what the price will be. Even with domain privacy, we have it's between $6 and $7 a month for the whole year. So after you pay this, we're going to install WordPress. I'm going to install WordPress from my already existing SiteGround account. So after you would do that, we will do a new website and continue with the tutorial on installing WordPress. Let me get over to my account. Okay. Now I'm going to go to a new website inside SiteGround. I'm just going to do a temporary domain. You would do a new domain if you haven't already selected it. Continue. Start a new website. And I'm just going to choose WordPress because it's not a shop. All right, and this is where you would enter in your email and password, and this email and password is used to log into your WordPress site. So keep this in mind. This one will be used to log in the next step. Okay, I entered in my email and password. I hit continue. Now I'm going to skip the site scanner, and it will install WordPress for us. Okay, we installed WordPress, and you can go to your site right here, but I also wanted to show you how to get to your site from your Websites tab. It's this little arrow here. You click that, that'll take you to your site, which is currently an empty site. But to log in, we are going to add a slash to the end of the domain and type wp-login.php. That's /wp-login.php to the end of the domain. And I'm going to go ahead and fill this out and log in. Okay, once you log in, you see you get this SiteGround starter page. We don't need that, so we can exit that. And in fact, I will go ahead and disable that plugin right away. So I'll go to plugins and just click it and then deactivate that SiteGround Central. This thing actually filters the themes that you can look at when you search for themes in the WordPress repository. So I'm going to deactivate that. Okay, after I deactivate that plugin, I can go ahead and install SSL. You can see up in the address bar, we don't have the lock yet. So let's go ahead and do that next. That's step 2 of the tutorial. So to do the SSL step, it's best to have your WordPress site logged in like this, and also your SiteGround site logged in. That way the transition is much smoother. So go to your websites, and then in your SiteGround account, that is, go to Site Tools of your site, and then go to Security, SSL Manager, select your site, and then select Let's Encrypt, the top choice. Get. And we'll go ahead and let that install on the SiteGround side, and then after this is over, we will change it in the WordPress side and we'll be good to go. Okay, once you get confirmation that the installation was successful, you can see it down here, active. Let's go back to our WordPress site dashboard, and let's go to Settings, General. And then here we'll just add an S to the end of HTTP. Add an S to both addresses, and then scroll down to the bottom and save. And you'll see it'll kick you out of your site, but you now have the lock in the address bar. So now that the lock is there, we log back in and we are ready to start the rest of the tutorial. All right, now we're on the step for installing the theme and the plugins. So once you get into your WordPress dashboard, go to Appearance, Themes, and if you click Add New, the theme that I'm going to install is ONA. And that's this one right here, ONA. Install and activate. If you want to see how to view all of the full site editing themes, go to Add New, Feature Filter, and check Full Site Editing. Apply filters, and you see you can browse all of the full site editing themes here and see what you get with those. You can browse those. If you don't see the feature filter, you need to disable that plugin like I did in the earlier part of the tutorial. You got to deactivate this. So we activated ONA, and we are going to go through the theme setup just to download all of the stuff. So I'm going to click Start, and then it's going to ask if I want to install MailChimp, which is a really nice plugin, but I'm not going to do that for this tutorial. And now we are going to import the content. All right. And once you import all of the content, you can see you have other stuff here. Return to the dashboard. And here is where you can pick the version. So you click this ONA under Appearance ONA. And here are your 3 different versions that you can browse. And it opens up the site on the developer site. So you can view the one that you want to do. And I'm going to choose this creative one. So I'm going to click Install, Activate. So I activated the creative one. And now when we go to our site, we will load up the creative theme. This is the front page. This is what a blog post looks like. And in the video description, you'll see how to make a sidebar for this exact theme. So this is one of the more specific videos will be tailored to like customizing more in depth than just a regular just overview on how to do things. So, all right. So the plugins that I would recommend, installed plugins. We already have an optimizer and we already have a security plugin, so that's good. The 2 that I would get are Ultimate add-ons. If you type Ultimate add-ons, it's Gutenberg blocks, Ultimate add-ons. This will give you a bunch more blocks in the Gutenberg editor. So if you want to do a bunch of customized stuff on your pages, this one will have some blocks for you. So we'll activate that. And plugins, add new. And I would do SEO Press. One word. This is an SEO plugin that will help you optimize your site for SEO. So install that. It's not required. It's just a helpful plugin. Same with Gutenberg Ultimate add-ons. All right, so those are the theme and the plugins that I would install. And then just to give you an idea of what the Ultimate add-ons are, if we go to Pages, and I just made a new page, I'm just going to view what the Ultimate add-ons gets you. So we're going to browse all the blocks here. And then when we scroll down, you'll see these purple blocks are the ones that you get with the Ultimate add-ons. So this free plugin gives you a lot of stuff that you could put in your pages, a lot of custom blocks. But anyway, that's it for the themes and plugins. I'm going to do step 4 next, where we do a little bit more customizing the site. All right, now we're ready to customize our site. You'll see under Pages, what you got with this theme was an About page and a Contact page. And when you view them, it sticks that template right into the page for you. So here's the Contact page, view it, and it sticks that template in there. What I'm referring to is under Appearance, Editor, and we're going to go to Templates. You'll see that here's the About page template. So if you were to click that, this is where you would adjust that About page. Click the block. You can click the list view at the top to get an idea on what these blocks are called and how they're laid out. So to just click a widget or to click a block, you can find out which block you're on. And this is an image block. You know, we go down, click this, paragraph, click one of these. And so you get the idea on what they're called. Like if you want to duplicate this entire group so that you can use it again in your page, you would click the group and then duplicate it. And then you could use it again by just selecting the group on the list view and then moving it up and down, or using the dots to drag it. And that's how to adjust this about page, but there are several other templates you can adjust. You can adjust the front page. So you would go ahead and see this right here. We're going to look at the list view, click this here, and you see it's a button that's going to link to another page in your site. So this might be like your blog might have a category travel, and you would link that to your travel blog page. And right here, this is get in touch. So this button might go to your contact page. So you would click that, start typing contact. And here it is right here. So now that button is going to link to the contact page. Here's the about button. Click that. Start typing about. Okay. Now that button's going to go to the about page. This one right here might go to your blog page, like your posts page. So, to link up your posts page to your actual template, we are going to do that in a separate video as well. That's linking pages to your templates down below. So this right here, you can see isn't it highlighting where I'm at? Here we are right here in the page. This right here is called the query loop. So this is a new block for Full Site Editor. And what it does is it puts your blog posts into your page. So that's what this query loop block is. And we are going to leave it as is, but when we make a blog post, it will appear in here. So what you want to do is you want to start making blog posts. And then under posts, you see it came with a bunch of template posts. So you can see how they made their blog post. But to make a new blog post, you do add new. And then I'm just going to call it test. And then I'm going to insert a bunch of text for a blog post. Okay, here's my blog post there. And then under post over here on the right side, we have featured image, and be sure to add that because that's what WordPress uses to display it in the query loop and stuff. So set featured image, upload, maybe this one. All right, so I set the featured image, and then I'm going to go ahead and publish that. Okay. Now I have my first blog post. Let's see what it looks like on the front page. So you can see that, you know, I'm not really following the theme, so it kind of throws you off a little bit, but this is kind of what it'll look like. And this is the category here. So if I didn't choose a category for my post, it'll be uncategorized. But it's coming along. It's coming along well. So under your dashboard and under pages, I just wanted you to be aware of this. If you actually wanted to edit these, you would edit them in the template in the site editor. But to connect them, if you go to edit, you'll see it's empty. And you're wondering how the heck are you supposed to edit it? Well, it's just because it's choosing this template here on the right side. And it says template page about. And that's how you know that it's using the about page template that we adjusted in the site editor. So if you were to make this from scratch, you would just make an about page and then use the template over here on the side. And we have our contact page. I have a tutorial below on doing a contact form. and how to connect that to your SiteGround email. So that's another video where you set up the email in SiteGround and you can go ahead and do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I just wanted to give you kind of a brief overview on getting it going, kind of a crash course on Gutenberg, but there's a million Gutenberg tutorials out there, so I didn't want to spend too much time on it. Check the video description for resources, links, more in-depth tutorials. And as always, if you found this at all helpful, a like or sub would be very much appreciated. Thanks.